biggest thing that I think, how old are you?
23.
Yeah, my answer, and I'm sure Jay's answer makes sense, and I'm sure a lot of people have answers. My answer is, I think you're beating yourself up too much. I think you're being impatient for the side stuff.
Okay.
Like, I didn't really start like doing what I needed to be doing for myself until I was 34 with Vayner, right? Like I was kind of in the liquor store building business from my family. So I'm just thinking at 23 in a world where you do want to spend time with friends and family, which I think is healthy. When you do have a job that you actually like and you're good at, pay bills, like save money, that's smart. You're back home. I love that, the humility to do that. Like I kind of like everything you're doing, except I think you might just be impatient and might be beating yourself up too much. Like why can't you do the other things that you want at 32? I'm being serious now. 32 is a fucking child.
Yeah, no, I've always thought that...
When 23, it's hard to think 32 is a child.
Yeah, I've always thought that when I get to my 20s, I'm like, oh my God, things are running out of time. And then I see your videos and I'm always like, whoa, chill. Like, I'm not even close to 30 yet. I have so much time. So dude, I definitely think that way.
I feel like I have unlimited time. I'm 44. I'm double your fucking age. Like, I think you need to slow down you beating yourself up. If you start a podcast in 2 years, that would be super young and super early. I think you're over analyzing and beating yourself up too much.
Okay.
I really do. Like I get that you want to do side projects and start a podcast and build a fucking app, and we all have ambitions, but when it starts turning into something that's negative, like ambition is a very interesting game. I watch people convert ambition like a chemical into something very negative, and I see people turning it into something very positive. I think you need to try to convert it into like that you don't suck and you're unmotivated and you fucking need meditation or drug or like a fucking cult to be a part of. Like you need to just take a step back and fucking realize you're doing so much. Bro, you just laid down some real fucking shit that I respect. You're working hard at a craft that you like. You had the humility to move back in with your family at a young age to be thoughtful about saving money. You're meaningfully spending time with friends, family, and your girlfriend. You're doing a ton of shit right. I'm sorry that you haven't fucking started the great fucking next meditation app yet or the fucking #1 podcast. I'm sorry that you're not Calm or fucking Joe Rogan yet, but you're fucking 23.
Yeah.
Take a step back and realize how many things you're doing that are smart and give yourself a little bit of breathing room. Like save some money, enjoy your early 20s. You can start getting serious at 42, let alone 27. You need to slow it down. Your ambition or ideology is creating anxiety that it doesn't need to create in a world where you're gonna live for, and let me say it slowly to your face, another fucking 90 years.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, thank you for saying all that.
Makes sense?
Yeah, no, I get it. I feel like that is what I do. I feel like I can see it myself.
Okay.
And I gotta slow down with like being impatient about like I want to get things done, right? But like what do you think I should do until then to at least feel like the time that I have after work is still something productive?
Realize that relaxation is productive. Realize that, just kind of slowing down a little bit, catching up with friends at 8:30 is a fucking good productive thing. Like productivity doesn't have to come in the form of the output of a business thing or an output of a making of something. It might just, productivity for your soul and for your humanity is fucking great.
Yeah.
And by the way, the weekends, you might be able to find 3 hours to be because you're pot committed to 48 hours.
That's the thing is, so I'll see my girlfriend usually sometimes 2.5 days of the 3-day weekend,
Makes sense.
I don't see her during the weekdays much. I want to spend that time with her.
Makes sense.
But when I get home, let's say it's like Sunday, end of Sunday, I'm like, okay, I have a few hours left in this day. But then at this point, it's like, I feel like it's me that's getting in the way, because it's not that I don't have time in that situation. It's that I can't get myself to just sit down and do something.
Stop beating yourself up and realize that right this second at 23, a fucking child, you're just not motivated to do the podcast or the app yet. It's okay.
Okay.
One of the greatest strengths that I have is not beating myself up. I have plenty of times where I can just like take a whole year and not be as productive as I want, or misoperate the business for a year. Like, just don't beat yourself up. Like, you will do it when you're ready and you want to.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or, you know, I would spend that time, I would take downtime into consuming information that might lead to an unlock for you. But don't think of this as a negative, dude.
Okay.
Enough with that. Like, you're not lazy, you're not unmotivated, you don't have a blockage. Like, you just don't want to do it right now.
I don't know. I think I really want to do it, but
no, you don't. You think you want, the ideology is to do it, but your actions over words, bro. If you wanted to do a podcast, you'd fucking run after hanging out with your girlfriend on Sunday at 4 p.m. and come in and fucking build your podcast. You like the idea of the podcast. You like the idea of the app. You like the idea, but right now you don't want to do it.
So you think I want to do it, just not yet? Maybe.
I also am scared that you want to do it because theoretically it looks good to you in your ideology versus it's actually in your fucking soul.
I don't know. I mean, I'm an animator at Nickelodeon, which is great. I love animation.
Huge.
But I think my real passion is actually helping people and
then focus on content. Let's start there.
Okay.
Like let's focus on TikTok. Lay in your bed Sunday afternoon, literally flip the phone, fuck the lighting. Look at how shitty our both settings are right now, and just talk to the fucking kids. You want to help people? There's an unlimited amount of kids on TikTok. There's an unlimited amount of opportunity right now on TikTok to get organic reach when nobody knows who the fuck you are. There's an unlimited opportunity for you to look at the trending hashtags, pick one, figure out how you want to talk about it, and tell kid a story about how at 23 right now you're struggling, and I know you're 16 and I'm still a kid, and I talked to Garyvee last week, and like, you want to help people? Good news. It's called flip your fucking camera around and talk to the fucking world on TikTok specifically, because you'll get reach, because that platform still has organic reach, and you'll be able to help a bunch of kids, and you were just a kid 4 minutes ago. Talk.
Okay.
Right? Everybody wants to help the world, but then they want to make it complicated and build like a $7 trillion app that costs a lot of money and is slow and takes 9 months and raise capital and find a fucking development partner. It's all fucking unpractical. Take your fucking phone, flip it to your fucking beautiful face, and fucking tell somebody something.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Scratch that itch. If you like me, if you like Shetty, like, I get it. I'm listening to you, right? Cool, try it. Just tell a story. Right now, people should tell stories. Tell a fucking story on TikTok. Call it story time, right? With fucking Matt, you know, and just fucking tell a story. Be like, hey, when I was 16, this fucked up thing happened and I got through it, and you can too. And that just might help one fucking kid on the other side, and then you'll scratch the itch of helping. Before whether you're cut out to be an entrepreneur or not, definitely before, like, who gives a fuck about how other people are, like, nobody's life or expansion of their fucking smoothie shop or bakery or fucking cookie shop, coffee shop has anything to do with it. People spend so much time in envy about how somebody else is growing. It's just a complete and utter waste of fucking time. If you start with you like it, and I kind of believe you, like, I watched it with the customer and even just the way you just answered it, so I actually believe you, which excites me. What you need to spend 100% of your time on is the customer. Like, spend every minute that you're worried about Melissa's milk shop and Karen's cookie shop. Every second that you spend on that, focus on your fucking customer. Ask them, like, that customer you just served, ask them what, like, hey, what else could we serve here that would excite you? What else do you want? Like, how do you like it? Like, a complete obsession about your customer. You like it, complete obsession about your customer, everything else has a real high chance of working out. It doesn't matter if you're cut out for it or not, whether you debate it in your head or your uncle's debating it behind your back, or if I'm deciding from the sidelines, it actually doesn't matter. What ends up happening ends up mattering, including you failing in this venture and then restarting it a year and a half later with a different spin on it, and fucking winning that time, and then being able to shove in everybody's face who said you weren't good enough. And most of all, Ashley, if you like it, you're fucking winning. You have to understand that. If you actually like it, you're winning. There's plenty of people who are building successful QSR companies or who are making a ton of money in their job who hate it, who are losing compared to you. I'd rather stress about making a mortgage payment because my business sucks shit, but love building that business, than fucking having a fucking golf club membership, but fucking hating my job, because that's fucking 50% of your life. You take away sleeping, fucking work, is that, I mean, are you kidding me? If you fucking love it, you fucking won. Of course we want it to be successful, but debating whether you're cut out for it right now or not, or worrying about somebody else doing well, is dog shit. Fuck that.
If I am intending to make a kind of content, right, through YouTube, new media, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff, and I feel like there's a possibility that it could ostracize me from the people that are closest to me by the nature of it, how do I get over that? What's the move?
Easy, by realizing that anybody who'd be ostracized or not like you as much about you talking about something that you're passionate and interested in talking about is somebody that is not something that you need to be valuing. They need to love you, all of you, all the true of you. Like, what are you gonna live a fake life? Like you're gonna maintain friends and family predicated on things that you're literally not gonna talk about the things that you want to talk about in life because your best friend or your mom or your uncle or your younger sister or your homies are gonna think it's weird or inappropriate, or you don't want that. You don't want those friendships anyway. I mean that. True. And I promise you, don't underestimate friends and family. They tend to step up.
Okay.
You know, it's an interesting thought, right? People, I like the way you reacted, and I've never really said that before myself. You know, this tea with Garyvee thing might be good. Like, we underestimate parents, friends, and family. I think they tend to step up more because 80% of them actually love you and they want to love you for your true self. I think you need to put out the things you need to put out in the world.
Cool. Okay.
Is it political? Is it sexual? Is it weird? Like, what is it? Not even that serious?
No, like basically, firstly, I've never been myself my whole fucking life. Like, that's just the facts of it. Because
Andrew, actually, go ahead.
Yeah.
Because
basically, essentially, no one knows that I swear like a sailor. Like, no one knows my interest in shit like that. Just because it's I feel like probably because what's up?
Because you have to be a good boy.
Exactly. But the content that I want to make, I want it to be as honest as possible because I want to document essentially growing up when you're way fucking behind. I'm 23 and I'm in a spot where it's I have to become a real person, and I feel like it's something a lot of people can relate to, and I want to document that journey, one, just to have the content of it to practice for the future, and also in case anyone needs any help, they can pull from that. But the biggest thing is it'll force me to be accountable and actually do the shit. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where this is coming from.
You're gonna win.
Cool.
I love everything I just heard. You're not behind. The fact that you're self-aware that you've never been yourself is a huge win. It's the first step. Most people can't see the first step. 64% of the people in your life are going to step up and love you so much for this. And the 36% that won't will get over it in 6 months.
Fair enough.
All right, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. And
I think this is going to be really good. Who are you most worried about? Your mom, or who are you most worried about?
My family.
Of course.
My mom, yeah.
Dude, your mom will love you. Maybe your sailor mouth for a little bit. Maybe it'll embarrass you for a couple weeks. Maybe it will tear down the ideology that you're this perfect little saint. But she's going to love you cold, bro.
True facts, man. Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I needed that.
She'll secretly be proud of you.